Welcome once more, everyone. Sorry, I'm a little behind on my vlogs. I just got back from vacation a couple days ago, and I kind of got caught up with some stuff. But I'm here now, and today I want to address about the Black Widow movie. Now, I saw this movie twice. First time I saw this, I didn't really care for it. The second time I saw it, I still didn't really care for it. So, there's going to be some spoilers in here, so just a quick heads up. So if you don't want to be spoiled, now's the chance to... Okay. So, there were things that I were not a fan of in this movie. One of the, if not the biggest thing, was Taskmaster in this movie. Now, Taskmaster in this movie has the personality of a paint drying wall. The character never peeps a word from in their uniform or when they're brainwashed or whatever. It's just a stoic character. It's practically a brick wall that Nat is fighting, who Taskmaster has no emotions, no charisma, no dialogue, or hardly any dialogue, until, the very end. She, gets, 2 lines, I think. But Taskmaster in this movie was a total letdown, for sure. Having the villain be, having Taskmaster be, the daughter in the building, the little girl in the building, who, I don't know how she even, survived, but I wish they could have at least shown that part. Show, don't tell, sometimes it helps to show the audience how this character came to be, and but just brainwashing serum, that's what they went for. I'm not a fan also of Ross's role in this movie. Now, when I saw the trailers for the movie, I kind of figured that Ross was going to have some kind of role, trying to track down Nat and have her arrested or prosecuted or whatever. But he's in this movie only in the beginning, and that's really about it. He's hardly ever mentioned in the movie. He's only shown when he's trying to arrest Nat, but she's not there. Personally, what I would have done if I was, doing the writing or whatever, I would have done the plot being Ross, his role be bigger. I would have had the film mostly focus on Ross trying to hunt down Nat and arrest her, and maybe having the Taskmaster, being sort of like a super soldier, but, it's kind of like the Taskmaster would have been hunted down to find Nat and arrest her. And, Nat would go to Russia and maybe seek out her family. Now, I don't know if that really would seem, like her character to do, but it would have been better than the plot than just being, for what it is. But negativity aside, I will get to some pros of it. Yelena definitely steals the show, I will say. The actress does a great job. The character is excellent. She's definitely a fun character I look forward to seeing in the future. Red Guardian was also pretty fun in the movie. Yeah, I mean, not much to really say about this movie personally. This this movie should have just come out a long time ago. It was way overdue, way before the pandemic. This should have come out way before Infinity War. It would have been a perfect time to come out after Civil War. Like, it would have been perfect to come out in like between 2017 and 2019, basically. It because for all we know right now, this is the last time we will get to see Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow on the big screen. For a movie that supposedly has Scarlett's last performance of Black Widow, you think, you know, this would go out in kind of like a bang. But it was kind of like mediocre at best for me, really. And I feel like for me, it's going to be one of those movies that I saw it and I'm probably really not going to remember a whole lot from the film. Overall, if I had to rate this, I'd probably give this maybe a 7 or 6.5 out of 10. Like this movie could have been better, you know. Some characters definitely saved this movie, I will say. You know, this movie has its moments of, you know, shining and such. The action was pretty decent, I will say. It was just more of, you know, the story-wise and how the characters were reused in this movie is what I was really more upset about. And I wish it was done better. I wish Ross could have had a bigger role because, you know, he really hasn't had that big of a role since The Incredible Hulk, which was 13 years ago. So, you know, especially right now in a time where Marvel is appearing to bring back a whole bunch of characters, you think they take this opportunity to use Ross and to have him be in a bigger role, but no, he's just there. And just like this movie, I feel like this movie just exists. That's all it is. I feel like it's one of those Marvel movies where, like, I don't hate it, but there's definitely could have been some improvement done. And yeah, just not a big fan of what they did to Taskmaster. It's just wasted potential. And oh, before I forget, I will mention that end credits of Yelena at the at Nat's tombstone. Now, for those wondering who that mysterious lady was at the end of the end credits, she was the same person who kind of like recruited John Walker to be like the U.S. agent. And I don't know much about this lady, aside from I'm assuming she's forming some sort of like team of misguided vigilantes and heroes, in which I think this could be a long shot, but I think this could be a setup to the Thunderbolts. I think it could work if it's done right. I don't know how accurate this will be. I don't know how accurate how right I am, but that's what I think. So the end credits to that was setting up to the Hawkeye series, and you know, it's gonna be interesting to see, you know, how this lady knows Hawkeye was involved with Nat's death and whatever, but we can only wait and see.